Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you guys how to go from this to this in literally less than 30 minutes. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here. If this happens to be a tutorial that's not helpful to you or you find yourself feeling negative emotions while watching it, no need to troll. Just exit out the browser that you entered, and I wish you much peace. Now, as you can see, my hair is literally a hot mess. This is like day 9,897,000 of a twist out. It's clearly been neglected, but no worries because we have all been there. Like, it's fine. What I love so much about this style is that it's great for pretty much everything. You know, date night, having to go to work, an interview, an important Zoom call, maybe you have a wedding you forgot you were supposed to go to. It doesn't matter what it is, how formal or informal. You can literally go from zero to hero in a few minutes for any type of event. I do want to keep in mind that this is for my kinky, coily, type 4 hair chicks. I'll talk about hair typing in another video, but I just want to use those terms so you can kind of relate. Not to say that looser curl textures can't benefit from this video, but I know that you guys do buns in different ways, and the really important step in this tutorial likely won't work with looser textures, but I just wanted to put that disclaimer out there. So before we begin, you only need 6 items. A water bottle, you just need regular water, nothing extra. You need a satin silk scarf of some sort. I actually have 2 different kinds, which I'll show you guys. You need your preferred styling gel. You need a brush, preferably like a boar's head brush. Lots and lots of bobby pins. And then you need something preferably satin wrapped that you can actually create your puff with. This is actually the Poofit, which is a fantastic tool. I actually won this on IG a couple of years ago and I swear by it. I don't know if they're still selling it because I know that the page has been pretty dormant for the last year or so, but there's a lot of other options and I'll try to list those in the description box. So the first thing you want to do, my hair it's pretty stretched from whatever the style is. I'm not going to try to stretch it anymore. I'm not even going to try to detangle it because remember, we want to look super polished as quickly as possible. So the first thing that we want to do is just get our hair a little damp so that it's more pliable and it's easier to deal with and work with. And in this case, I'm really just going to focus on the ends, or the edges I should say. I'm not going to worry about like the middle of my hair. I just want to make sure that I can get this damp enough to smooth it out. And then I'm just going to kind of brush it at that point. You guys know that I rarely ever, well, you may not know this, but you might have recognized that I rarely ever lay my edges, and that's because I don't believe that it's important and it's necessary and it doesn't go with the kinks of your hair. I also don't do baby hairs because going from baby hair to type 4 hair just doesn't make sense to me. But I always lay my edges if I'm doing a really sleek style like this because it's important for continuity. And I'm going to go ahead and just put my poofit around me. Some people use shoestrings or pieces of an old satin wrap that they've cut up. There's a lot of different options that you can use. Once you have done this, you want to use your gel. You want to be liberal with this. So I put some in. This is a Shea Moisture Daily Hydration Styling Gel. I really like it because it smells amazing and it's not really heavy. It takes a lot for it to leave like a cast on my hair. So I start in the back just because that's really simple. I take some more and I go on the sides of my hair. So right up the side, I just kind of go like this. So I'm just raking it through. It's already on my palm. I'm just raking it through. Alright, so we have the back and the sides done. Now we're going to work on the front, which is arguably the most important part. Make sure you're using a good natural gel and not Eco Styler gel. I'm not going to judge you if you are. That might be all that you have, but we don't want to use it a lot. carcinogens and all those things. Okay, so now that we've done that, I'm just going to put one more coat because, again, sleek is what we're going for. And then we're going to brush it through. Okay, so now that we've done that, we're going to take this. It's right at the base of my head. You can see I'm crisscrossing here and just tying it normal. Really tight. So what I'm going to do is take my hand on the back and I'm just going to push it up to about the crown of my head here. Then I'm going to go ahead and finish pulling it back the rest of the way by just pulling these. And I'll make some slight adjustments, you know, based on how far back I want it to be. But you're basically just pulling it up into a nice bun. See that? Back on the crown of my head. And now that I have that pulled tight, I'm going to take it back here, do another simple knot, and then I'm just going to tuck the ends of the poofit underneath, and that's enough. You can always bobby pin them in place, but my hair is doing well. Okay, so now we've got the bulk of it done. We want to make sure that all of this is extra smooth. So everything is already pretty smooth for me in the back of my head because my hair is very soft and it has a looser curl pattern in the back. So I can already tell that this is pretty much straight. But this front part is still very coily, and I really want to make sure that that is as smooth as possible. So I'm going to grab a little bit more of that styling gel, and I'm going to go right back over it. Now you can easily use the same gel. I'm just going to use this old edge gel from Gabrielle Union's line. I don't even think she makes this anymore. But I'm just going to use this because I like using it on my edges. But it's not necessary. I could be using the same exact gel. So I'm going to be liberal on these wild, unruly edges that I have here. Yes, you could use a toothbrush if you want it, but again, I'm not worried about baby hairs and swooping things, so it's not necessary to have a little brush. So now that I've done that, I will typically use this one just for my edges, and I will pull this little guy around. Again, you don't need two of these. One will do. I'm just using two because I have them. But I like to do that just to keep my edges in place. And then I will take this from the front. I crisscross it in the back. Pull it as tight as possible, and then I tie it in the front right over those edges again, slightly on my forehead. Double knot it. Excellent. And then I just kind of tuck those edges underneath. So now we just have to figure out what we're going to do with the top, because right now all we're going to have is a super bomb puff, and that's great, but this is about being a little bit more elegant and high-end. And just kind of tucking everything away. I do recommend doing this style on probably medium to long natural hair. I'll work on some other styles for shorter natural hair. But basically you're just going to take little sections of your hair. So as you can see, it's not a tiny section, but it's smaller. Okay. And so you're just going to take this. You really don't have to put anything on it. If your hair was looking or feeling dry, you can put obviously a little leave-in. I would mix a little leave-in conditioner with some oil and apply that to your hair first. But my hair, it doesn't feel dry. You all can't totally see it in the camera, but it does have a little bit of sheen to it because I have kept it moisturized, even though it's a little messed up, so I'm not going to worry about putting anything on it. And so I'm going to take another section and twist it all the way down. You can probably sense a pattern here. And so in case you haven't already guessed, I'm going to go around and I'm going to do this on all of the hair that is sticking out of this puff right now.
safe haven. Rather go at it than not speak at all. How you made me feel, oh, it's dangerous. Oh, you know.
Okay, so as you can see, I'm done. I look a little bit like the Joker on the cards. I tried to keep them pretty much uniform in size, more or less. I have the bobby pins here from the hairpins from Pattern Beauty. It's 3 different sizes. Hopefully you guys can see that. Different lengths and everything. So what you want to do at this point is you want to just kind of grab all of these together. So all the twists are together. And then literally just kind of bring them down. This is where you're going to have to do this based on your hair texture and your desired look, because everyone's hair is obviously very different. But basically I just kind of take those core twists and I just roll them backwards into the middle. And then I start to take every other twist kind of on the outskirts and I just kind of wrap it around and pin it. So the goal and the idea is that they're all pretty much pinned in the same area, which is just going to be like the back center of this overall puff.
Me, only one for me.
Doing this super fast. It's probably not going to be as perfect as it was in my pictures, but I want you guys to get the overall look. So typically I wait for, you know, a good 30 minutes, as long as possible. If you're going to an event, you would wait all day to the event. You can wear this scarf all the way until you drive there, up until 2 minutes before you log into the Zoom meeting, whatever the case may be. Typically I would do my makeup, so I would keep this on while I do my makeup, and then when I'm done I would take this off. So it's been about 10 minutes or so, so I can show you guys the overall idea. As you can see, my hair is pretty much laid and I have a nice little bun. Didn't put all the bobby pins in, but that's literally all that you have to do. I'll show you guys the pictures of the real finished product, and there you have it, a very nice and polished bun for natural hair. Hopefully this was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in my next video.